Have you ever wondered if there's more to your mind's power than you realize? Can your imagination truly shape your reality? Welcome, dear viewers, to a journey of self-discovery and transformation that unlocks the boundless potential within you. Today, we delve deep into the profound teachings of Neville Goddard, a man who revolutionized spiritual philosophy with his belief in the power of our imaginations. This video is your guide to understanding and implementing Neville Goddard's teachings, turning your deepest desires into tangible reality. So, buckle up, open your minds and hearts as we embark on this transformative journey together. Neville Goddard, a name that has become synonymous with the law of attraction and manifestation, was a pioneering spiritual teacher who lived from 1905 to 1972. Born in Barbados, Neville moved to the United States to study drama in the 1920s, and it was here that he developed his spiritual teachings that have left a lasting impact on countless lives. Goddard's philosophy was unique and, in many ways, ahead of its time. Rather than focusing on external entities or forces, he emphasized the inherent power within every individual. He proposed that our imagination, the ability to envision and feel our desires as if they were already fulfilled, is the divine creative force that shapes our reality. His teachings encompass several key principles, including the law of assumption, the power of living in the end, and the idea that our physical reality is a reflection of our inner mental state. He famously stated, "All that you behold, though it appears without, it is within, in your imagination, of which this world of mortality is but a shadow." This forms the basis of Goddard's philosophy. Our external world is a mirror image of our inner world. The simplicity and profound nature of Neville Goddard's teachings have transformed the lives of millions worldwide. They remind us that we are not passive bystanders in life, but active creators of our reality, with the power to manifest our deepest desires through the tool of our imagination. At the core of Neville Goddard's teachings lies a seemingly simple, yet profoundly powerful concept: the power of imagination. Goddard proposed that our imagination isn't just a tool for daydreaming or creative endeavors, but a divine, creative force that can shape the course of our reality. Now, let's dissect a quote that beautifully encapsulates Goddard's teachings on the power of imagination. He said, "All that you behold, though it appears without, it is within, in your imagination, of which this world of mortality is but a shadow." What does this really mean? Goddard is telling us that the external world we perceive isn't as solid and unchangeable as we've been led to believe. Rather, it's a reflection, a shadow of the images and feelings we cultivate within our imagination. In essence, the circumstances we encounter in our physical reality are not random, but a mirror reflecting our inner world. This view places imagination in a central role, with every thought, every mental image, possessing the potential to project itself onto our physical reality. The power of imagination, according to Goddard, is the divine creative power within us, and mastering it means mastering the art of creating our own reality. Transitioning into the process of manifestation, we encounter the law of assumption, a cornerstone in Neville Goddard's teachings. This law implies that we have the ability to assume any state of being, regardless of external circumstances, and that this assumed state will inevitably materialize in our physical reality. The law of assumption argues that our perceptions and assumptions about ourselves and our reality are not simply passive observations, but active, creative forces. If you assume yourself to be healthy, wealthy, or loved, even without current external proof, you activate those states within you. And by this law, these states will eventually be reflected in your external reality. So, how do we assume the state of the wish fulfilled, as Goddard recommends? It starts with a clear definition of your desire. Whether it's a physical object, a situation, or a state of being, you must first know what it is that you want. Once your desire is clear, you must enter the state of your wish fulfilled. This means adopting the feelings, thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors that align with your desire as if it is already accomplished. This is not mere positive thinking. This is a complete embodiment of your desired state. Visualize yourself living your desire. See it, feel it, and immerse yourself in the emotions that come with it. Experience the joy, gratitude, and fulfillment as if your desire is already a part of your reality. This act of imagining creates a bridge between your current state and the state of your wish fulfilled. Remember, in Goddard's philosophy, our physical world is but a reflection of our inner world. By assuming the state of your wish fulfilled, you set into motion the forces that will mirror this state in your external world. Your job is not to worry about how it will happen. Your job is to assume it is already so and sustain that assumption until it hardens into fact. Now let's explore a concept that Goddard passionately preached: living in the end. This idea goes hand in hand with the law of assumption, adding another layer of depth to the practice of manifestation. What does living in the end really mean? In simplest terms, it's a mental and emotional embodiment of your wish already being fulfilled. It's not about merely thinking about your desire, but immersing yourself in the experience of it as a current reality, not a future event. For instance, if your desire is to achieve a certain career goal, don't just visualize getting the job. Instead, dwell in the feelings of already having that job. What does it feel like to wake up in the morning knowing you've achieved your goal? What kind of conversations are you having? What does a typical day in this job look like? By living in the end, you live out these experiences and emotions in your imagination as if they are already a part of your reality. This practice is a powerful tool for manifestation, aligning your energy and focus with your desire. As you consistently live in the end, you solidify your assumed state of the wish fulfilled. According to Goddard, this assumed state, sustained in our inner world, must be reflected in our outer reality. It's important to remember that living in the end is more than a technique, it's a state of consciousness, a way of life. By continuously dwelling in the end, you are not just manifesting a specific desire, but you're fundamentally changing your approach to life, recognizing and embodying your innate creative power. Moving on, let's bring these concepts to life with examples of real-world scenarios. These examples illustrate the transformative power of Neville Goddard's teachings when put into practice. Our first story involves a woman named Jane. Jane desired to find her dream job but had been unemployed for several months. Inspired by Goddard's teachings, Jane decided to live in the end. She began visualizing herself already in her dream job, feeling the excitement of waking up every morning to do work she loved. She maintained this state of consciousness persistently, even when her external reality showed no signs of change. And guess what? Within a few weeks, Jane was offered a position that perfectly matched her skills, interests, and desired salary. Next, we have a man named John who desired to improve his health. Despite a challenging medical diagnosis, John adopted Goddard's philosophy. He started to visualize himself as healthy and vibrant, immersing himself in feelings of wellness and strength, disregarding the reality of his current health condition. He lived in the end where he was already healed. After maintaining this state for a few months, John's health started to significantly improve, baffling his doctors. These real-life stories demonstrate the power of Goddard's teachings. By assuming the state of their desires fulfilled and living in the end, Jane and John manifested their goals into reality. These are not isolated instances. Countless people worldwide have used these principles to manifest everything from love, wealth, career successes, to personal well-being. Their stories offer compelling proof that when you transform your inner world, the outer world follows suit. Before we conclude, let's address some common misconceptions about Neville Goddard's teachings and offer some troubleshooting tips for when you encounter difficulties in your manifestation journey. Firstly, a common misunderstanding is that manifesting with the law of assumption and living in the end means ignoring reality. This is not the case. Goddard doesn't teach us to deny our current circumstances, but rather to not let them dictate our state of being. You acknowledge your reality, but you don't invest emotionally in it. Instead, you invest in the reality of your wish fulfilled. Secondly, some people may mistake living in the end as a technique to be used sporadically. However, living in the end is not a one-time event, but a way of life. It's about consistently dwelling in the state of your wish fulfilled until it solidifies into your reality. Now, what about when you're having trouble maintaining the state of your wish fulfilled? It's completely normal to struggle sometimes, especially when your current circumstances contrast starkly with your desired state. But remember, it's persistence that pays off. Keep practicing, and with time it will become easier. Also, make sure to tend to your mental diet. Your thoughts throughout the day significantly influence your state of being. Try to keep your thoughts aligned with your desired reality. If negative thoughts arise, don't resist them, but gently replace them with thoughts that support your assumed state. Finally, do not concern yourself with the how of manifestation. Your job is to dwell in the state of the wish fulfilled. The means by which it will happen is not your concern. The universe, or your deeper self, has infinite ways to bring about your desire that are beyond your conscious mind's understanding. By addressing these misconceptions and applying these troubleshooting tips, you can navigate the manifestation process more effectively and make Goddard's teachings work for you. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the practical application of Goddard's teachings. Here is a step-by-step guide to help you bring these principles to life. Step 1. Clearly define your desire. This is your starting point. Define what you want in clear, specific terms. Whether it's a new job, improved health, or a loving relationship, get clear on what your wish fulfilled looks like. Step 2. Create a scene. Goddard often emphasized the importance of creating a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire. The scene should be from a first-person perspective and involve sensory vividness. What would you see, hear, touch, taste, and smell if your wish was already fulfilled? Step 3. Enter the state akin to sleep. This is a relaxed state of consciousness, akin to the feeling just before you fall asleep. In this state, your subconscious mind is more receptive, making it the ideal time to impress your desire upon it. Step 4. Play your scene. With your eyes closed and in your state akin to sleep, play your scene in your mind. Experience it as real. Feel the emotions you would feel if it were happening right now. Step 5. Repeat until it feels real. Replay your scene over and over until it takes on the tones of reality. You might feel a sense of relief, satisfaction, or a knowing that your desire is fulfilled. Step 6. Live in the end throughout your day. Maintain the state of your wish fulfilled. No matter what your senses tell you, mentally dwell in the state of your achieved desire. For successful visualization and manifestation, consistency and emotional investment are key. Practice your imaginal scene regularly, preferably daily. And make sure to fill your scene with the emotions you'd feel if your desire was already manifested. Remember, feeling is the secret, as Goddard puts it. Keep a positive mental diet. Try to ensure your thoughts throughout the day support your wish fulfilled. Don't get hung up on how your desire will manifest. That's not your job. Your job is to live in the end. And finally, be patient. Manifestations unfold in perfect timing. Just maintain your assumed state and let the universe take care of the rest. An integral aspect of successful manifestation is cultivating patience and persistence. Neville Goddard emphasized the importance of these traits when applying his teachings. But why are they so crucial? In the manifestation process, your present reality may not immediately reflect the desire you're trying to manifest. This is where patience becomes key. Manifestations unfold in their own divine timing, and it's not always aligned with our own sense of timing. Goddard himself asserted, "Do not be concerned with the how, the means will appear in the most natural, unexpected ways." Persistence is another critical aspect. It's not unusual for the initial enthusiasm to wane, especially if results are slow to appear. But this is the time to keep going, to keep living in the end. In Goddard's words, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and continue feeling that it is fulfilled until that which you feel objectifies itself. So, how can you cultivate patience and persistence? Practice mindfulness. Staying present helps you avoid overthinking about the future or fretting over the absence of your desire. Enjoy the journey of manifestation and don't just focus on the destination. Trust in divine timing. Understand that your desire will manifest at the perfect time. Your role is to stay faithful to your wish fulfilled, even when it's not immediately apparent in your physical reality. Maintain a positive mental diet. Surround yourself with positive affirmations, inspiring content, and supportive individuals who encourage your faith in the manifestation process. Regular practice. The more consistently you practice assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the more natural it will become. This helps solidify your faith and persistence. Remember, patience and persistence aren't just about waiting or forcing things. They are about maintaining a steadfast belief in the unseen, in the reality of your imaginal acts. And in doing so, you allow your desires to beautifully unfold into your reality. So whether you're just beginning this journey or are already on the path of manifestation, let this video serve as encouragement and inspiration. Your power is limitless, and your ability to shape your reality is truly within your grasp. Embark on your journey with faith, persistence, and the knowledge that the reality you desire is indeed possible. As Goddard said, man moves in a world that is nothing more or less than his consciousness objectified. So, go ahead and objectify a world that matches your wildest dreams. Remember, the universe isn't happening to you, it's responding to you. Trust in your own power, believe in your desires, and watch as your world reshapes itself in alignment with your dreams. Are you new here or haven't subscribed yet? Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update from us.
Until next time, remember, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows. Stay inspired, stay mindful, and continue shaping your reality.